thing.
Oh my gosh. Um, I thought that it was over. I'm so much I'm so glad you're all better.
Yeah,
I thought it was over,
I
like,
thought it was over too. I thought it was
because
over too.
I definitely went through it, like, the first, not right the first time that it came out, but like like I think it was like it was in the winter time. I remember I caught it like right around the holidays. It's crazy.
You caught it around the holidays. That's crazy. Oh,
Yeah, it was. I remember it was freezing cold outside, and I had, you know how they constantly test. It was constantly like testing for everything. So I had a job, and I had to like pass the tests before the
yeah,
job. And I
yeah.
remember having to stand on the line in the freezing cold and upset about that. And then turned out I had it anyway. So yeah, but we gotta
Wow.
beat this thing. It's like, what is, let's just, you
And then
know.
you were doing your I saw ads and posts about your one woman show. How
Yeah.
was that experience? Please tell me, please talk.
Oh, it was the best, like the best. I'm telling you, I don't even
You
know
look
where to
like Eartha
begin,
Kitt.
but
You look like Eartha Kitt. You look like her daughter.
really, I don't know
You're like
what
a
it is.
daughter.
I feel like when I look back at like either like photos and stuff from the performance, I look at that and I'm like, that's not me.
Yeah, yeah.
Like something like when I'm in the character, something really merges and like it really sinks together. And it's a great experience and a great feeling because it's like the epitome of storytelling, and the fact that, okay, so this particular one woman show was focused on the event in 1968 when she was blacklisted, where it's different from Love Always Eartha, which focuses on the beginning of her career, right? So the fact that, what she was fighting for, which was, to stop drafting our young men, um, something about that fight, like when I get to that moment in the play, it's just an incredible moment. Like the silence is just deafening in the theater, and I feel like I'm really talking to Lady Bird Johnson, like I'm totally transported back in time to that moment. And then the amazing thing about it is the actual conversation, even though it happened in 1968, the points that she's making is relevant to today.
We having the same conversations today.
Yep,
That's crazy.
it's crazy.
And
It's like timeless.
and then you were packed out every night for the one
Say
woman
that
show.
again.
You were packed out every night for the one woman
Every
show.
night. It was
That's
I can say this now because I'm not currently doing the show now, but every night is different because there was always a surprise at the end of the night
oh wow.
where there was always a surprise because everything is scripted, of course, right? To the letter,
Hmm.
except for the end.
Oh
So
wow.
yeah, at the end, every night I would break the what we call in the theater the fourth wall, which is really where the audience sits. And so I'm in the space. I'm trying, we're in 1968, and then I go to like 1980, and then the audience doesn't know it's going to happen. They don't know when, they don't know it's going to happen at all. So they're just in, and then like say you're in the audience, right?
Hmm.
And then you're looking
Wow.
at me, but then I really see you, and then I go
And
right
you
to
calling
you.
people out, you in the black shirt. What's your question? You be like, yo, what? What? Yeah, I love it.
It is the most fun. It's the most fun because it's so in the moment, so unscripted and so Eartha, because she did it. I had to do that because she did it all the time in her cabaret,
Yeah.
performances. So that was just another way to just lift up through her. And a very funny thing happened one night is one of the audience members, he had such a great time, and I had picked on him that night, and then he brought friends back like the next day and insisted on sitting where he sat that night because he thought it was all, he was like, she's going to come right here and she's going to do this. But it
Oh,
was a
he
whole
had it.
different,
Oh, he thought he had it all planned out, and then he
right,
probably invited her friends. His friends probably was like, "Watch this," and mind you, you on the other side.
right. Exactly. So he told me that at the end of the show, and I was like, oh, okay.
Now,
Really fun
did you
stuff.
you recorded, you filmed and recorded your one woman show as well too? It's recorded.
We had one recording done. We may have two. There's one
Okay.
done in New York and one done in Arizona.
Oh wow. Okay.
I think they have one at the Invisible Theater. Yeah.
Oh wow. And did her estate reach out to you to say, "Listen, this is good stuff. We love it." Blah 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 blah. I think it. I think it. I think. I don't think it
I
had a problem.
Yeah, no, we Kit actually sent me a beautiful scarf that she was doing this thing called Simply Eartha, and she would write her mother's quotes on the different things like a candle. I have so many little things, but and so I did, I loved all the products and stuff. And so one day she sent me a beautiful scarf that I just cherish that has her mom's writing on it.
Wow. Wow. That's nice. That's so nice. And talk about what the African American women in cinema has done for you, and for women of color filmmakers. How do you like being a part of it? Big shout out to Tara Renee. Tara called
I
me. She was like, "Roger, you know you're interviewing everybody, right?" I was like, "Okay, Tara, I got it." Yeah, I don't even say no no more. She was just like, "Yo, you know what you're doing, right?" I said, "Yes, okay, got
I love it. I'm a big Tara Renee fan. What she has done for not just me and my film, but women of color in general. I've told her, spoken to her about this so many times. She, and this is, I admire this so much. She saw the need for this to give us, to empower us to display our films and tell our stories. And she just did it with no hesitation and with such clear vision and persistence. And because of her support and creativity and her open-minded way, this whole thing has wings, and really taken off. And when she is in a room, there's so much, you can feel the love outpouring towards her because everybody can feel, and see what she is doing and has done. I'm
She's doing this over.
forever
I told
grateful.
Tara she's doing this over 20 years. I was like, this is, and they still coming. They still come even more every year. I was, it's amazing.
It's amazing.
It's
Really,
amazing.
really. She's an incredible woman herself, just an incredible woman.
I want to talk to you about, you did the one woman show and your film. I want to highlight about a little bit more about that. Are you planning to? Are you looking to do more distribution for it? Are you looking to? Because a lot of these media companies are consolidating now, and
Yeah.
nobody wants their film on Tubi, right? You,
You said no, you said
I said
nobody wants
nobody
their
wants their
film.
film on Tubi or on anything like that. How? What do you think about in terms of marketing? Like, how
Yeah.
would you like to place it? Would you like a distribution deal? Like, what are you thinking in terms of that sort of
Well,
going forward?
any platform, I feel like, that any platform that encourages telling of history, revisiting history and women's history, I'm all for it. And Black history, and I would love to be a part of that to make it concise.
Yeah.
Um, but I don't really discriminate against, where because as long as there is interest in learning, that's the whole reason
Hmm.
that I embarked upon the film, and also the one woman show is like when I read her books and I was so moved by her, what she wanted to say. And I just had the impulse, but first of all, not right away. I didn't have the impulse right away. I when I read her books, I waited and thought, I'm waiting for somebody to do this. This is going to be incredible. And
Right,
then I
because
just
nobody's done it.
nobody's done it. So then I just couldn't wait. I mean, I didn't have any kind of like, what kind of I'm not a big um bio biopic maker or anything like that. I just knew that my passion for it, I couldn't, it had to be done. And you
Right.
have to like, this is what really I'm inspired to by, like when people do that. And I didn't even realize it was kind of taken over me and I was doing it myself, which is basically not saying no and just saying yes and just go, just move. Like in the beginning, like, here's the story, I have it. I don't know how this is going to happen, but it's written. Okay. And I just need this amount to just get this done. Okay. Got it. Okay. Now I need that. And then I'm doing everything that I can possibly do to bring it, into fruition. And before you know it, we have film. Now there were tons of obstacles, so many things that can make you say, okay, well, that's it, that can't happen. This character is one of the main characters not showing up. I guess we don't have I guess we're not filming.
Right.
But when you get to solve those, well, I don't want to get to, you just say yes. That's what I mean by that.
Hmm.
That's what
Hmm.
I mean by just going and not letting that deter or defeat you. So that happened tons of times, even
You should
down to
do you should do a film about the process you making this. That would be interesting to see. Oh, that
really,
would be nice. That would be so nice
yeah,
to see. Because
I
people
guess,
think it because you did a film and a one woman show. People wait
yeah,
all people wait all their lives to do that. They wait for some
yeah,
other company for them to do that. You was like, no, I'm
right,
gonna just do it myself. That's
yeah,
that's and you had sold out shows. That's crazy. I love
yeah.
it.
Well, I worked with my director, Mariska Phillips. She was hugely like, what I loved is that she really saw the vision and believed in the story and really did everything to support the whole thing. So it really helped to make it happen.
Nice.
But yeah, as far as Eartha and her story and telling her story, it's like I just love the woman. And I feel like she was one of the most wonderful people that we were gifted to
Yeah.
experience in this world.
What's your next steps, plans, future plans? What are you thinking about doing with it? In terms, are you going to do another run of the one woman show coming up soon?
Yeah,
Do you want
definitely. The one
to?
woman, yeah, the one woman show is still, it's not like, it's paused right now, but any theater that expresses interest, we're all for it.
Nice.
We're ready to go with that. And as far as the film, I do have a treatment for a feature.
Oh
I do,
wow.
yeah, I do have a treatment for a feature that involves all the all the parts,
Nice.
because like I said, the short film was the beginning, and the one woman show is about kind of like the middle part of her life. So I do have a treatment for the feature. So, and I
Nice.
feel that that's something that there's no rush. I'm just, I have it again, like all the other parts. I have it
Hmm.
because it's in me, and
I
we'll
love
see what
it.
happens with that. But
I
I
love
also
it.
have this thing about, you know, like even with, I'm proud of the work that we did, with the short film. But I have to say that we really just didn't have much, and we just did it with what we had. And it's all about, like, I think as long as in my mind, if I see the picture,
Hmm. Hmm.
I'm trying to get as close to that picture
Yeah.
that's in my mind. And,
Yeah.
and as far as quality, as far as just everything. And I let that be my guide. So we had to like, finagle a lot of things and like,
You can't tell. You can't tell. You cannot tell. You can't tell. I was like, wow, somebody really put a lot of money in this. This looks great. And you got the
uh,
show too. That's why I was talking to Tara. I was like, yo, D has a one woman show and she got a film. That's crazy. I love it.
oh,
You
thank you,
operating like
Roger.
you operate like you're Warner Brothers Studios. I love it. I love it. I love it. What
That.
steps would you say to people who want to do exactly what you've done? They got an idea and they want to see it into fruition. I want to do one woman show and I want to do a film. What advice would
Oh,
you give someone?
I the first thing I would say is to not, it's almost like what not to do. Don't run away.
Ooh, I
Don't
like that.
don't limit yourself. And that's the first thing don't do,
I like
because
that. Don't run
yeah,
away.
don't
Wow.
run away.
Wow.
Because if you think about it, I feel like it's uncomfortable, right? It's something new, and you may
Mhm.
come up with all kinds of things to keep yourself where you are. You come up with all kinds of excuses to not do it. I don't know, where am I going to start? I don't have the money. So you just do whatever you can at that time, but do. If it's right, then write every day. If
Yeah.
if it's research, I had so much fun researching. Like it was something to do, but it was so much fun,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
so that's what I mean. And I would always just offer that. I would share that from my experience, like just don't run away from it, because there's sometimes thoughts that we have that try to tell us, no, it's not enough, or it's whatever
Right.
the whatever the conversation is. But just go anyway. Just go.
Teacher, I like that. Don't run away.
Yeah.
Right. Because then what happens? Is, oh, girl, I got an idea. And so your friend look at you like, you can't do that. You're not Tyler Perry. You're not Oprah. You're like, what? And then you get
Yes,
nervous
exactly.
instead of just doing it and just seeing what happens.
Exactly. And you know what? It's not to say that it's going to be maybe it's going to be what you intended, maybe it's not. But whatever it is,
At least
it's
you
going to
did it.
be, you did it, and it's going to be towards your benefit,
Yeah.
because you'll see it and you'll be like, I'm never doing that again. Or you'll see it and be like, oh, I want to do that and something else, or I should have done this, whatever. Or
Yeah.
somebody else will see it and be like, oh, wow, I see you.
Yeah.
I see what you're doing. And, I never thought about this, or I never knew this until you did this.
Can I fund this in front of all my friends? Huh? Let's rent out can we rent out a theater in Broadway? I want to show all my friends this. You like, sure.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Because you
Yep.
never know who's looking at it and you never know who
Right.
will fund your venture.
That's the that's the fun part about the One Woman Show. Actually, we would have people in the audience sometimes. I was just like, oh my goodness, what
Yeah.
amazing! How amazing!
You've gotten offers, people like strange people came out to you, hey, how can we help you? How can we fund this? How can we keep it going? You've gotten offers like that?
I did get a few. The follow-up, never really, it's not over, but I did get a few people in the moment coming to me with ideas and offers. I
Okay.
definitely did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. D, I'm
Yeah.
excited. I'm excited. I'm happy for you. Every
Thank
time I see
you.
you doing some stuff, I was like, yeah, that's amazing. I shared did a live sharing of your one woman show to a lot of my friends and stuff like that online and
Wow.
social media. Yeah,
Oh,
so I was
Roger.
like, yeah, that was I think what you have is gold and it's gonna be even bigger and better. And I'm so excited. Yes, I am super excited. You know I'm a fan for years. I've been a fan.
You stop it up. Thank you so much, Roger. I appreciate that more than you know. I really
Yeah,
do. And I love everything that you're doing. You've always been around and so supportive since day one.
it's
I
Tara.
really
Tara would be like, Roger, do this, and I go, okay. There's no like, she does the Godfather thing over. You know what you're gonna do, right? Yeah, I got it. I'm on it.
uh, I love it. I remember, I don't know how many years ago it was, but I remember you were interviewing on like a red carpet. Um,
Was it Emmeline Stewart's? Was it October Film Festival or was it Tara's event?
It was both. It was at the October, and yeah, it was something, it was another event too.
And I was doing the pitch fest when I had you and some other friends of mine picture ideas in front of some of my
There it
industry
is.
friends.
That's right. I remember that. And that was,
That thing
yeah,
was hot to
Roger,
the
we did.
girl. That
Yeah.
thing was so hot. It was so crazy that there was another film and nobody wanted to go see the other film. Because everybody was super excited. They was like, "Yo, this is great!" Yeah,
Oh, wow. Wow. That was awesome.
wasn't that
That was,
dope?
it was awesome. It was great. That was
Because
great.
a lot of times you do stuff and you don't get a chance to let me get some feedback from some people that either work in media sales or work at YouTube and can give you some advice to help you get to the next level.
That's right. That's right. That was amazing. I can see it like it was yesterday, and it was really
Isn't
great.
that
A lot
dope?
of
It
people
really,
had
yeah.
great ideas, and
I think you
it was.
kicked that off. I mean, you was the first one to go. You went
Did
first.
I? Did I
Yeah,
do it?
yeah,
I don't even
yeah.
remember that, but
You
that's
went first.
great. Hey,
Yeah, that was
that's
good.
great. That's
That was
great,
good.
man.
I
It's
love that was so
awesome.
dope. That was so dope. And
Yeah,
yeah, so thank you so much for doing this. Thank you for I'm glad we
always.
finally got a chance to catch up and talk. And
Yeah.
so for the fall or for next year, are you planning some more dates or for one woman shows or we got
No,
something?
maybe 2025. I usually like to do something around her birthday, which is
Okay.
January January 17th, but we'll see. You'll
Okay.
be the first to know.
Okay. Okay.
You'll be
Well,
the
thank
first
you
to
so much,
know.
buddy. This was so good. I'm gonna stop the recording. Hold on a second.